Welcome to Hot Flash Chronicles, where midlife is messy, menopause is madness, and we're sweating through it together.
We're Angie and Shelly, two caffeine-fueled, slightly inappropriate grandmas who say what everyone's thinking.
So grab a drink, crank up the AC, and let's dive in. Angie.
Shelly.
It's that time. It's that time.
I'm so excited.
I know. It's that time.
It is that time. What are we talking about today, Shelly?
We are going to talk about why it's okay to say nice things about yourself.
Why it's not just okay, it's highly encouraged.
It is. Like, this is something we give thumbs up to, for sure.
Double thumbs up.
Yeah. All the thumbs are up.
5 thumbs in one frame. Look
All
at
the
that.
thumbs are up because I think it's something that sometimes, especially maybe women, have a hard time doing.
Right. So there is this societal unspoken rule that if you compliment yourself or say nice things about yourself or say anything in positive affirmations about yourself, it is boasting, it's arrogant, it's conceited, it's smug, all of these things.
Yeah.
And I want to change that.
Yeah. Let's flip that script.
Why, can you imagine saying to somebody that you care about the things that we say to ourselves? So we have conditioned ourselves to not just not say nice things about ourselves, but to go the opposite and be self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Right. So we pendulum swung the other way, where if I say, Shelly, I love your shirt, you say, thanks, I got it for $5.
Yeah.
So that you're not boasting that you have a nice shirt. It's just take the W. I like your shirt. Right.
Yeah.
So this really came to light for me in my photography career because people come into my studio all the time and they say, oh, I don't love this. Can you Photoshop this? Can we edit this? I don't like my chin. I don't like my stomach. I don't like my arms. Fill in the blank. There's always something. Yeah. And it's it hurts my heart to hear that. Mm-hmm. So I'll make people say nice things about themselves. Okay, you just told me 17 things you don't like. What do you like? Or what is your partner like? Or what is your best friend? What would they say about you?
Yeah.
And then they'll roll the compliments. If I were to say, Shelly, what would I say about you if I was describing you? Then she feels comfortable saying nice things about herself.
Yeah.
So I always tell my clients, my studio is a safe place to do that.
And we're in the studio.
Yeah, we're in the studio
currently. This is
currently.
a safe place.
So I would like to normalize being kind to ourselves vocally, not just internally, but saying it out loud. Man, I crushed that. I did such a good job.
Yes.
Look at me. I am slaying at life.
I think
I'm so proud of myself that I earned that.
I think people forget, if you want other people to invest in you and believe in you and support you, it's they can't not, if you're already there believing in yourself. If you believe in yourself, there's just some kind of energy,
that
confidence
energy is
that radiates out of you, and then other people want to be a part of that. So it is not conceited or boastful or any of that. Mm-hmm. If you know in your heart that you've been a lot of times we've been working towards something or trying to improve our skills at something. We put in effort to become maybe proficient at something.
Yeah.
So that is you earning the right to be proud of whatever that thing is, whether it's maybe you used to be shy and you couldn't get up and speak in front of people and you took some public speaking classes or you did some self-help stuff online and now you absolutely can do that thing. And because you got a promotion at your job. That is something you worked for that you should be proud of.
Right.
And there's nothing conceited about saying I put in hard work to become good at photography or singing or being a good parent, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's also physical attributes. Instead of diminishing when somebody gives you a compliment on a shirt and saying oh, I got it for $5 at Ross, you're diminishing or oh, this old thing. Mm-hmm. First of all, it takes away the act of kindness that they're trying to deliver and giving you a compliment.
Yeah.
So you just took that gift and you spat on it, basically. If Shelly says, oh my God, Angie, I love your hair today. And I say, oh, I haven't even washed it in 3 days. And I'm really due for a cut and a foil. And then I just spat all over her compliment. And that makes her feel
Don't
good.
spit on my compliment.
I wouldn't.
I would
If I instead, if you were oh my gosh, I love that shirt, I'd be like, me too. Don't I look super cute in this? This is
Yeah.
one of my favorite shirts.
Yeah.
Thanks for noticing.
Yeah.
Like, I love how this feels on me. Or I love
Yeah.
how this looks on me. Or doesn't this dress make my legs
Or
look
you
cute?
can just say, thank you.
Yeah, thank you is also.
That's like the thing I figured out is sometimes I think we're uncomfortable with compliments. A lot of people have lived a life where maybe people haven't always given them compliments or told them the things they're good at. There's a lot of people who their self-esteem has not been, supported or bolstered, and they don't really feel things that are positive about themselves. So when somebody says that, they literally do not know what to do with it. And they feel embarrassed, like that they got the attention.
Right.
And almost all of us have things to be proud of, have things that we're good at. And
Everybody's attractive in their own right.
yeah.
And
has
don't give
strength.
false compliments either. Don't say that you like someone's haircut if you don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Be authentic.
yeah, find something that you can say nice.
But I can always tell someone who hasn't had that kind of support in their life, you can tell their head will go down, their eyes will go away, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, thank you."
Mhm.
This just you can tell they're super uncomfortable with it. So I think the first thing to do if you are in that category is start saying it to yourself. Even if you at first do not believe the things, say what you wish was true about yourself, or say what you strive to be. If it's like you want to be good at pickleball, or you want to be good at photography, or painting.
Not killer. I am a really good pickleball player.
Yeah. I think about that because we had a
think I've ever
pickleball
played
court and I
pickleball.
did get better at it. So it's like if
Have
there's
you ever
a
played
thing.
pickleball?
I have.
Sidebar? Do you love it?
Yeah, I do love it.
Oh,
And
Phil
it is.
plays it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and you
Okay.
can get better at it. So that's why I use that. Is there's some things you can do like bowling. Like there's some activities where if you keep doing them, you can get better at them.
Mm-hmm.
So like start talking to yourself as if. That's why I say act as if you are the best pickleball player you're ever going to be, as if you're the best singer.
Right.
And then that just helps bolster that little spark in you that's like, I want to try. I want to put in effort. I want to see results. And then when you start sensing those in yourself, other people will see that too.
Right.
And that's that little bit of confidence. You walk differently, you hold yourself differently, you speak differently. And when people know that you like yourself, they're kind of like, I want in on this party. Like, who is this cool, awesome person who is just so at ease with themselves? Like, I want to be with that person.
I used to work at a law office as a paralegal.
Paralegal.
That's a hard word to say,
It
apparently.
is.
And there was a gal that worked in billing, and her name was Kirsten. And I worked there for like 4 years or something. And one day I said something about like I felt fat in an outfit. And she goes, "Oh my God, Angie, no, you're not that person." She goes, "My favorite thing about you is that you never talk down about yourself. You never say like, oh, I look fat in this, or I feel fat, or like, look how, like, you never
Do that.
say anything that's like negative about yourself." She said, "In working with you for years, that is the first time I've ever heard you say
Oh,
anything
goodness.
that wasn't confident." And I was like,
Oh,
first of all, I love that for
Yeah.
myself. Like, I love that. But then I felt like, wait, am I coming across as arrogant? And I had to really sit in this, and I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
And I was like, she said it was her favorite thing about me. And I'm sitting here worrying that that means I'm arrogant.
So that
No,
doesn't
she was like,
add up.
that's fucking awesome that you never do negative talk.
Yeah.
Why did you do it just now? And I was like, oh, because I felt fat in this outfit. So
Yeah.
it was like, that was a really big
Aha moment.
compliment to me
Yeah.
that she recognized and valued and like respected that I don't do negative talk.
Yeah.
And I've had people in my life say that, like, "Oh my God, you're so confident." And it's like, why wouldn't I be?
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't I be confident?
And
Have you met me?
there is a difference in acknowledging something that is true about yourself. We can have good qualities. Like that's something most humans have. They're good qualities. They have qualities that are strong, that are strengths for them. They have ones that are weaknesses. We all have good things. We have our things that we know are not our strongest suit, are not our best things. So the fact that you can celebrate the things that are good about yourself and it not be cocky or arrogant is absolutely 100% possible.
Yeah.
You can absolutely say with confidence or as a fact, I am good at this, this, and this. These are just things I've worked hard for. I've earned it. I know how to do these things. I'm an expert at these things, and it is the truth. And that's not being conceited.
No.
And if you lie about that,
it's having self-value, which we all need to have.
right. And now, if you make things up and you say you're things that you're not, then that's a different situation.
Right. Or if you're trying to prove that you're fill in the blank, then that's coming from a different space.
Yes.
Than just standing in truth that you like this part of me is attractive or this part of me is skilled or I'm good at this or I accomplished this. I would say that one of the reasons we are such good friends is because we're equally yoked in this department where I
think so.
I can't think of times where you have spoken ill about yourself either. If
Yeah,
I
it's
think
very
about it,
rare.
you're not somebody that's like, oh, I look like crap and that or like I'm having a bad hair day. Like you're not somebody that does that. So I wonder if that's one of the reasons that we align is because when you have somebody in your life that is very self-deprecating and is very like negative and it takes a lot to try to continue to build
It's
up
a lot of energy.
It takes a lot of energy to say, no, that's not true. This is reality. Stop thinking that way. Like, oh, you're better than that. Oh, no, you're not, fill in the blank. There's a lot of energy that goes into that kind of a relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic. If you're constantly trying to convince somebody that they are okay.
It's a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time and energy to pour into someone like that. And I think that because we don't have to waste time doing that with each other, then we can spend it on better times and like having fun with each other. Or if one of us is going through a rough minute, like actually digging into how to pull yourself out of that instead of worrying about like, oh, Angie's talking about how she's fat again. Okay, I got to convince her that she's beautiful. Like the energy that we spend trying to convince someone is a waste of time that could be spent otherwise.
And it doesn't work. Here's the thing, is it doesn't work. If you are constantly seeking validation from other people, that means it's exhausting for the other people. And it also means that you are not able to get any validation for yourself, which means you have to spend a lot of your time waiting to hear feedback from other people that you're okay. And sometimes people don't pick up on that, or they decided they don't have the time and energy to put into that. So constantly seeking outside validation is exhausting for you, the person who's doing that, when you could really take care of that yourself by just acknowledging the things that are true and real about yourself that are good. If that is that you get up in the morning and you write down on a notepad 3 things you like about yourself and start your day off that way, that might be something you should do. Just so you know, if nobody else validates you throughout the day, because maybe you're not gonna be around those people. It's still good for us as humans to know that we're worthwhile, that we're important, that we matter. And we might not I don't hear that every day from other people necessarily. Sometimes I do.
I mean, I tell you all the time.
You do. Like if I'm going to hang out with you,
I'm very
going to tell me. Yeah.
Of most people.
You might have a day where you're just going to go and hang out with your coworkers and they're not like that. Or maybe you're going to see a family member who you know for sure is not like that. So there's something about finding a balance between self-validation and outside validation. And honestly, self-validation should weigh higher.
It should. And
you have control over that.
I'm somebody that is very good at complimenting people. I always try to like find good in people and be like, oh my gosh, you're smiling so much today. Like you're brightening the room or whatever. And if there are people that constantly just bat it down and negate it, then I will subconsciously stop complimenting that person.
Right. Because it's not hitting.
They have now proven that they're not going to receive it anyway. Yeah. So I would be careful if you're doing a lot of self-deprecating that you might be closing people off to actually saying kind of things about you. So that's just another
and self-deprecation is really cutting people off at the pass. What you're doing when you self-deprecate is you are trying to get the punchline before the other person says it. Mm-hmm. You're like, if I say
a joke about yourself.
Yeah, if I make fun of how I look in this outfit, or if I make fun of my weight, or if I do this, then it's going to take the sting out of it, or it takes it away from somebody else doing it to me. I used to do this. This was when I was younger and I was insecure and I was like a teenager in my early 20s. I self-deprecated a lot because I already had insecurities. I felt everybody knew what they were, whether
Mhm.
they did or not. So I would beat it to the punch. I would say it to take it away from other people,
Right. It
saying
takes the power
I
away from
had
them to
the
hurt you.
control of it. So it is a hard thing to unlearn, and I it took me a long time to unlearn it, and I don't do it every once in a while. I'll occasionally do it, but now it's more like it really is for the joke of it, to be
Right.
funny or something. But back then it was to take the sting and the hurt away, not giving someone else the power to hurt me. So just think about that when you're sitting and thinking about stuff. Am I self-deprecating and doing some negative self-talk so other people can't? Am
Right.
I trying to take that away from them? You know what? Let them do it. If they're going to do it, let them be the a-hole. Don't be the a-hole to yourself.
Yeah. And I know you guys have heard me talk about Terry Hofford before. She is a photographer that does a body image boot camp. She really helped me reframe how I saw my body. And because I did have a lot of insecurities about my weight and my body and like curves in places that they're not quote unquote supposed to be. She has helped me remove words out of my vocabulary permanently, uh, for myself or others. And she was looking for models to do like boudoir modeling, some nude modeling in Italy. And I had talked to her about it and I was like, "Oh, if you want like a plus size grandma on your portrait." And she goes, "Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?" And I was like, "Oh, because like, why would anybody want a plus size grandma?" And she was like, "Why are you saying that?
Yeah.
What made you say that sentence?" And I'm like,
Ooh.
and she used to use humor as a weapon
Mhm.
against other people having power over her, but she's learned that instead she'll just call it out like, is that what you meant to say? Like
Yes.
she's really good at digging to it really quickly. And she has completely changed how I view my body and how other people might um, view my body or accept it or not.
Yeah.
I remember when she was asking if I would do like nude, I was like, well, I don't want to do bottomless because I didn't want to subject anybody to having to view my body if it made them uncomfortable.
Mm.
It wasn't because I was being modest. It was because I thought if there are people that are not um, attracted to my body type or wouldn't find it visually appealing,
Mhm.
I did not want anybody to have to endure seeing
Goodness.
that. And she was like,
Oh my
"Holy
gosh.
shit, Angie, let's unpack that."
That's a lot.
It was a lot to unpack. And
Yeah.
she was like, "I mean, I'm cool if you keep your bottoms on, but let's figure out why.
Yeah.
Let's get to the like, let's have it be for a reason that empowers you instead of because
Protecting
they're
other
showing up
people.
to nude models
Yeah.
like, why like, they're subjecting themselves to all the bodies, like,
Yeah.
what and
Yeah.
also, they're not trying to sleep with you, like, what are you they don't have to be attracted to you, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, okay." So we dug into it, but she has really helped me, um, understand more about myself as far as I have removed the word flattering from my vocabulary, because something being flattering means that you're trying to hide something or that it could be unflattering.
Yeah.
So, where we should just wear what we wanna wear
Yeah.
unapologetically.
Yeah. Just
So
wear what you want to. This is, I think, bringing up like self-image and what we think of our bodies. I think that is really important for women. A woman's body changes so much throughout their lifetime. So does a man's. Absolutely not going to deny that men's bodies change. But for women, I think the way that women look and the way that our bodies are very much directly are tied into our femininity, into our what I would call power as women. And it is a big commodity for us, especially when we are younger. Um, and to this day in 2025, part of your cachet in the world of
what does
dating,
cachet mean?
cachet is your stock,
Oh, okay. Okay.
your magic worth or something, your cachet, your mystery about you, your spending power.
Mhm.
Basically, part of that is what you look like and what your body looks like. There's a reason why we have a thing called a trophy wife.
Mm.
So
Oh, by the way, trad wife is the word you were looking for a
yes,
few episodes ago because I
yes,
was watching
traditional wife. Yes,
Instagram and I was like, oh, that's the thing she said.
yes.
That was a throwback for like 5 episodes ago.
Yes, that was so trophy wives, and this all does come into your self-worth, your self-image. For women, our body types, what we look like, our wrinkles, our gray hair, our rolls, our stretch marks, all these things are part of the journey, I
Mm.
guess I call of being a young woman into an if you've had babies, that completely can change what you feel about your body.
Age, menopause,
Yeah. And
childbearing,
you have to
different hormonal imbalances,
you could
different blood sugar, like diseases can
you could
change stuff.
you could absolutely say I loved my body when I was 19 years old, or I loved what I looked like when I was pregnant. Or, you can go back through your memory banks and literally go through the different versions of what you have looked like, what you have weighed, where the weight has been on your body. When you were pregnant, it was in your boobs. When you weren't pregnant, those went away and then it went to your hips. There's so many physical changes that a woman can go through. I think there's an opportunity for women to have more physical changes than men.
Mm.
Just because I think we can have babies and things that happen that really can make some permanent changes. I have some permanent scars on my body now from having babies. I have like a C-section scar, and
And hysterectomy
I have
scars.
marks, stretch marks on my hips and on my stomach. So there definitely were some permanent things that happened. And if I can't embrace those and still feel like a woman or feel attractive, that is a really important thing for me, has been to still be able to say, I love my body. Now,
Mhm.
I'm not saying I love how it always has looked. I don't know that I've ever loved just how it looked, but I love my body because it has allowed me to have an active life. It's allowed me to have two
It
children.
served you.
It has served me well. I'm 60. I can still go out on hikes. And there were times I did not take good care of it.
Yeah.
And it still came through for me. So maybe I don't always love every look that it's had, but I sure love it. And I'm glad that I've been overall a healthy person. So it's sometimes about, and you know what? There's sometimes I get dressed up and I put on stuff and I do all this and I go and look and go, I really love this.
Mm.
Like, I love how I look right now. I love how this is all coming together. And you can say that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know that I've
I actually
ever,
encourage it.
yeah,
I'd rather you say that than saying something negative.
yeah, like have those
Or don't say
moments.
anything. Like, don't just stop saying negative things about yourself to other people.
Yeah, like they don't need to know. And you know what?
It's exhausting for the people you're talking
I
to.
don't like to hear when other people go off on a negative thing about me. It makes me feel sad. It makes me feel upset for them. It makes me feel like I can't do anything to help them. Like, how do I fix that? Like when they say, because I want to fix it. When somebody starts saying all that stuff, I want to give them a hug and say, "Oh, honey, no,
No,
you're
that's
this
not true.
and
You can only do that so many times where
yeah."
until you're like, it's not landing. Why am I doing this?
Which is why Angie has said this before. Give the non-physical compliments and be generous with those, with everybody in your life. The women, the men, the kids, the relatives, the friends. I've really tried to do that lately. I've really been
Yeah,
picking
the
up on that.
non-physical compliments is huge
Just
because
like your
looks
energy,
change.
your
Your smile could light up a room, or
yeah,
you're so graceful, or oh my God, I love your laugh.
or your sense of humor just undoes me. Like,
Your energy is contagious.
yeah, you
Like,
just, I'm more energetic when I'm around you. You just
yeah.
bring this light.
Anytime I walk in a room and you're there, I know it's going to be fun.
She's
Things
talking
like that.
about me right now, all of these
Obviously, I'm
things.
talking about you.
Same, back,
Obviously.
same,
So
same.
I think a fun exercise would be for us to give some examples by saying nice things about ourselves.
Okay.
Like you say nice things about yourself and I say nice things about myself.
I love that.
Let's lead by example.
Okay.
So I have not only an incredible smile, but I will never need lip fillers because I have a beautiful pouty lip that I was
She
gifted
does.
by my mom. I have really lovely lips.
You do. They're great.
Thanks.
I
Cool.
so kissable. I love how creative I am. I think that's been something since I've been a little kid. And it's probably to me, one of my best traits is I can just put my mind to something and create. And I love that.
Hmm.
I think that's cool. Not everybody can do that.
Totally true.
So
I'm going with physical ones first. So, no matter what weight I've been, I've always had incredible legs. Like my calves have always been very toned. I always look good in a skirt
sure.
because even at my highest weight, I've always had very fit looking legs.
I agree. I'm a little jealous of those calves.
I've never had cankles. Like
yeah.
I have like
Yeah,
I
you
have
have
nice
trim
legs.
ankle. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. True story. Let me see. I'll go for a physical one. I feel like I've been very, very lucky that I've inherited through genetics some really nice skin.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Shelly has the best skin.
it's easy to work with. I don't have to worry about filling stuff
It's
in
why
or
nobody believes
spackling.
she's 60.
And I uh and I got that from my parents, and especially on my dad's side from my grandma. And that's just been one of those things where I've been able to say I'm really grateful that I have good skin.
Hmm.
So I'm
You
lucky.
absolutely do.
Yeah.
I think I also have good skin. I've had like eczema and stuff like that, but as a general whole, I feel like I've had pretty clear skin and it's pretty taut. It's bouncy, it's vibrant, it's dewy, if you will. I've also felt like I've had good skin throughout my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hmm.
I have a long list.
I know. It's
My
like, how much
list,
time do we got? This
I
could be a
could
2-hour episode,
it
as it
could,
should be.
but I like, and I always think this is something I think is the highest compliment you can give to yourself is I would totally be friends with me.
Ooh, I love that.
If I met me, I would
You have
totally
met you,
be.
by the way.
I have. I would be friends with me. Like I think that I'm a fun person to hang out.
You're so much fun to hang out with.
So to me, like when I go out, I like when I was on my little vacation with my friend Christine, something she said to me, which is something you've also said to me, and I told her, thank you, I accepted this. She said, you are so easy to be with on a trip. She goes, I would pick you to go on a trip any day of the week. She goes, you're just so easy.
You're very easy to travel with.
We like to do the same things. We like to eat the same things.
You're
She
low
goes,
maintenance.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I'm a Leo and you would think, but I do think I'm low maintenance. So
You're
that
very
to
low
me, if you
maintenance.
can tell
As a
yourself,
friend,
I would be friends
you're
with
very
you,
low maintenance.
you're in a good spot. If you say that, if you can say that to yourself, you could say, if I met me, I'd totally want to be friends with you.
I love that.
Yeah.
I know that I am very good at encouraging people and making them feel very good about themselves, very good at uplifting someone and bringing brightness and light into a room or a conversation or a relationship.
Yeah, I agree with that too. 100%. Some people think this is a negative quality, but I absolutely do not. I can be, and I've had some ex-husbands tell me this, and I can take it as nothing but a compliment, but I can be a force of nature.
Fuck yeah, you can.
And I would not
I
mess
kind of
with me.
want to, okay, so if I were to get into an argument with someone, I would want to, if I could have a friend in an earpiece feeding me what to say, because Shelly is so sharp-tongued and eloquent when she's driving a point home, and I wish I had more of that in me, to where you're just like, no nonsense, you are just razor sharp when it comes to driving a point home.
If I could go back in time, I would have been a lawyer because I think I could have done that.
I don't ever want to be on the other side of
But I don't
me.
think if you're a woman out there and somebody's ever used the words, you are strong-willed, you are a force of nature, and they've said it as if it's a negative, twist that right around into a positive.
You.
That is nothing but positive.
Noticing.
Force of nature, strong-willed, good.
Mm-hmm.
That in the world of men, that means you're the CEO of a company. Those are the guys they promote up. So if they're saying that about you and trying to make it sound like you're a bitch, you're not. You just think of yourself as being the CEO. Oh, they think I should be CEO.
Yeah,
I should be.
I own this shit.
I own it.
I?
Yeah. 100%.
I think that my eyes are not only like beautiful color and beautiful shape and everything, but I can give eyes. Like almost every time somebody photographs me, they'll kind of drop the camera, like not drop the camera, but like lower it, like Jesus, Angie, like those
Giving you a
eyes,
lot of eyes.
like because I can give the juice when it comes to eyes. I can like lock in bedroom
Smolder.
eyes like crazy. I got biggest flirt in high school, no surprise to anybody, but
None.
I can look at anybody like they're the appetizer, the main dish, and the dessert.
Ooh.
I can lock that in.
I feel like she's looking
I
at me
give
like
good
that, and I
eyes.
liked it.
I give good eyes.
You do.
I do. Yeah.
She gives good face.
Yeah.
Good eye holes in her face. She
My eye
does.
holes are lovely.
You got great eye holes.
So do you. Are you not going to say your eyes? Your eyes are one of my favorite physical attributes.
A lot of other people, I always get compliments from other people, but if I could pick a favorite, I like my smile. That's the one I always think.
Great teeth.
I think it's smile first, and then so eyes I never really think about, but I always appreciate that compliment. Those are things you can't change.
Right.
So getting a physical compliment, that's why to me they don't mean as much. I'm like, well, thank you, Mom and Dad. This is how this happened.
Right.
So I do really enjoy the non-physical compliments so much more. That's why I'm trying to learn to give those more freely.
Right.
Because like my daughter is gorgeous. She's beautiful. And when she was little,
she's a carbon copy of you.
When she was little, everybody would stop us and tell her what a pretty little girl she was. And I saw her like, it didn't make sense to her. She was a little girl. So that didn't, what pretty was and what it meant, that doesn't mean anything till they get a little older. And I saw right away when she was young, oh my gosh, I need to not emphasize that with her, or she's going to think that's the only thing that matters, because that might be the only outside compliment she ever gets.
Yeah.
Because she is really striking and pretty. I want to make sure she knows all the other things that are much more lasting and interesting about her, because someday she's going to be an old lady and people won't say that. Like I wanted her from a really early age. So I was always telling her, because to me, she's so funny. Like to me, I think my daughter is
she's
witty
very dry
and
humor.
funny.
She's
and
super funny.
She cracks me up. So that's always been a thing that I've told her, because your looks are fleeting. Like they don't
change.
last, and they'll
morph.
change.
So if somebody likes your hair, what if you change your hair?
Yeah.
So I had the same conversation because our friend Bethany has 2 daughters and a son. They're all littles. And Leah, their middle child, she is 4.
I think so.
I hope it's 4. I think she just turned 4. And I was telling her a few weeks ago, I was like, you are so beautiful, because she was looking at me with these
She does have these big eyes.
Oh,
yes.
God, her eyes are just stunning. And I said, but more importantly, Leah, you're capable, you're strong, you're funny, you're kind, you're lovable, you're very easy to love.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my grandkids that you are so easy to love.
That's an important one.
I'm proud of you. You're smart as a whip.
Yeah.
Like things like that. And like saying that she had pretty eyes, she smiled. But when I started saying you're caring and you're clever and you're artistic, and she was just like, all of those things really landed. And I was like, my God, if I want something to land on a 4-year-old, it's that.
Yeah.
That she's kind and caring and brave and smart and clever and fun and lovable and all of those things. It's like, yes, she's also
Start
pretty.
that when they're early.
Yes, she's also pretty.
We have a lot less messed up people if we start that talk with our kids when they're young.
Well, I have the mantras for 2 of my grandsons.
Yeah.
The oldest one, I say, I love you and I'm proud of you and I believe in you and you're my very best friend. And the 3-year-old, I say, I love you and I celebrate you and I trust you and you're the love of my life. So I've said that since day one that they were born. And the only reason I haven't done it with my other grandkids is I haven't seen them as much. So
yeah, you kind of develop that.
Yeah.
But having mantras like that for yourself, like it's okay to make a mantra for yourself. It's okay to have one you say to your friends.
I'm a lot and I like it.
Yeah.
That's one of my mantras that I do daily.
Yeah.
I'm a lot and I like it.
Same, like whatever that thing is about you, if it's I'm a force of nature, you could say that before you leave every morning. Look in the mirror and say, I'm a force of nature. Watch out, world. Here I come.
One of my other ones is I am a light. I am a bright light in this world. I am. Hang on. I say this
I'm
literally
articulate.
I have a light, bright nature that is needed in the world today.
Yeah.
I have light, bright nature that is. I normally say it in my head.
Yeah.
So saying it out loud was like,
yeah. This whole looking in the mirror. I remember there was a Saturday Night Live skit where a guy was like, and you're worth it, darn it. I can't remember what Stuart Smiley, I think was his name. There was a skit that was this guy looking in a mirror and people like you, darn it. He'd always end like that. But there's
Gosh darn it, people like you.
That's gosh darn it, people like you.
Yeah.
So it's okay to do that. Be Stuart Smiley or whatever the name of that skit was. And if you have to look in the mirror, it's hard to do that sometimes. It's hard to look in the mirror and say that you think you feel weird, but you shouldn't. Like, you should absolutely be able to look yourself in the face and say, these are the good things about me. And just do it. Just work a little bit of it into your life and work on your own self, validation, your own just
self-value,
bolstering your self-value, your self-worth, your self-love. The more you do that for yourself, it can't not start radiating out of you when you really believe it. And then other people want to be around that. That's the kind of energy people like to be around. And I've had a lot of people tell me that in my life, like when I was dating and stuff. A lot of the men who I dated, the reason they liked me, like I was overweight. I was plus size when I was dating, and I was on dating websites, and I never lied about that. I put real pictures of my actual body out there. I had my little bio that talked about me and all the things I liked and was good at. And a lot of these men that I was meeting for the first time, they were like, I love your confidence. Like, that's why I wanted to go out. Yeah.
It's the most attractive thing you can have is confidence.
Yeah. Period. And it was because I was always like, well, I don't know why they'd want, because sometimes it was
guys don't want to have to sit and convince their woman that they're pretty.
No, they don't want to spend time on that.
It's exhausting.
And a lot of them were just like, and I was like, oh, I'm surprised that, because sometimes they were like really fit, good looking guys. And I was like, I'm surprised you wanted to go out with a plus size girl. And they were like, I wanted to go out with a confident girl.
Yeah.
He goes, and a lot of them were like, thin women are not always super confident. As a matter of fact, sometimes they're less confident and you have to constantly reassure them.
Yeah.
He goes, and they were just like, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I like it when somebody likes you. You were confident. You seemed fun. So don't assume that other people are judging you on the things you don't like about yourself. They might be completely bypassing
point it out to them. They haven't noticed.
No.
So what I would love more than anything is to see in the comments or to get private messages, which is how we normally get feedback, is through private messages. What you love about yourself. What are some things that give you star quality, that make you stand out, that you're proud of? You say it with your chest. Like, say it with your chest. Tell us what you love about yourself. And my God, I love this topic. I feel like we could break this into 15 different, like we could do a series on this, because I think it's so incredibly important.
Agreed.
Especially nowadays with like filters and all of those things. It's like, you are enough, right? I have a tattoo that says good enough for who? It literally says,
who are you trying to impress?
That's a Sue Bryce's. I'm like, good enough for who? Who gives a shit? Like, just be you.
Yep.
So, Shelly, as per usual, we're going to do our rapid fire questions.
Oh my goodness.
And I think I'm going to start.
Okay.
Woohoo. Shelly.
Yes.
Being as that we're in the throes of fall, and now this is the first day.
Oh, goodness.
We have the heater on in the studio. How sad is that? Fall rings to different flavor profiles.
Yes.
What is your favorite thing to make with pumpkin?
Oh.
We do not practice these. They literally don't know what my second question is going to be yet.
I absolutely, you know what? There is this amazing, I'm going to even give a shout out to Rachel Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Who there is a pumpkin soup that you can make for the holidays, like a Thanksgiving one. And it has like sage in it. It has like the warming things, and it has a little bit of cream in it. But the thing that makes it sing is there is this craisin apple. It's like a relish, and it's got some red onion in it and a little bit of heat, and you drop that into the pumpkin soup. And that makes it.
I feel like we need a Friendsgiving just to have this soup. Can we do a Friendsgiving? Yeah,
it's pumpkin soup. I make it for Thanksgiving. It is amazing. Okay. Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh my God, that sounds so good. I can't, my mouth's watering.
Okay, I'm going to come back at you, because I actually made a TikTok reel for our TikTok page this morning celebrating this. And I'm going to ask you, because people are very polarized on this, but if you had the choice between a pumpkin spice latte or an eggnog latte.
Eggnog latte is in my top 5 favorite things to consume.
That's what I made this morning.
100% of the time I'm choosing eggnog.
I put it in a TikTok. I'm like, I know people want.
Specifically,
yeah,
fucking slaps.
yeah, yeah.
It hits so hard.
Mhm.
It is the
That's what I made
that
this
is my
morning.
favorite
I
kind of coffee.
I frothed the eggnog in my
Don't
milk
threaten me with good
frother.
time, Shelly.
I did. I said, I know some people are team pumpkin spice, but I am team eggnog latte. Maybe we'll talk about that for a whole podcast. Eggnog latte.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
For real.
Second one.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a race car driver,
Mm-hmm.
what color would your uniform be?
Oh,
and why?
I'd want to.
I didn't know that.
You're making
I didn't know that question.
It's so
30 seconds
specific.
ago. I don't know.
I'm going to go hot notes colors. I'm going red and black and white with maybe a silver enhancement. I think those are like power colors. That's why it's just like, I'm going to come out here and fucking win this goddamn race.
Obviously, why wouldn't you?
That's what that outfit says. And I would have a little checkered flag over the boobs.
Over the boobs. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a choice.
Yeah, it is. That's
Okay.
who I am. That's who I am.
See, okay, we don't plan these out ahead of time. And I literally just thought race car. What could I do with a race car outfit? So
And there it went.
we don't even know what we're about to say.
Okay,
what's my second
what
question?
is, as we're in fall, I'm going to do this. What is your favorite fall activity between the following? Going to the pumpkin patch or going for a drive and looking at the leaves changing?
Oh, man.
I know. It's rough.
Oh.
But you have an eggnog latte at either one of those.
I'm going to go for the drive with the colors of the leaves.
I love that too.
I love the colors of autumn.
I like
It's
going to the
beautiful.
pumpkin patch with my
Yeah.
grandkids, but I
Yeah,
love looking at the trees and the leaves.
I did a photo shoot at a pumpkin patch.
That
It
might
was like an
officially,
event,
yeah.
last
fun.
weekend. It was awesome. It was like ACU, like a credit union,
Yeah.
did one of their employee like morale event kind of things, and they hired out a whole pumpkin patch for all their employees, and I did photos of all of
I
them.
think the
It
whole
was so
fact
cool.
that I am wearing a Chihuahua shirt like a grandma that I am, and
I
we
love
are
it
sitting
so
here
much.
talking about watching the leaves change and drinking our eggnog latte as we drive through the countryside makes me feel fucking awesome. Like I am a grandma and I'm owning the shit.
If I
out of
ever
it.
wonder why you're my best friend, I'm going to go listen to this episode.
Yeah, this is why.
So guys, thank you so much for being here. It means the world that you've chosen to hang out with us.
Yes.
We would love if you could give us a like, a comment, a follow, subscribe, share us with somebody.
And the elusive.
5-star review.
We love that one.
It's not that elusive.
We've gotten some.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Maybe it was you. Thank you. If
Maybe it was you. And with all that, we accept it with gratitude, and we will see you next time on Hot Flash Chronicles. Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
That's it for today's dose of midlife mischief on Hot Flash Chronicles. Thanks for listening and letting us overshare.
If you laughed, nodded along, or shouted same at any point, hit that subscribe button and share us with your favorite humans. And remember, we're still hot, just in flashes.